Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift Onfire. Today is going to be a what sold video. What sold for me recently on eBay and Poshmark. I'm obviously not at home. I'm away for the week, but I thought we'd still do a what sold. If you're familiar with Toronto, you can see the GO trains coming in. One of the GO trains it's leaving the city. Union Station's just that way. This is the Well. If you could just see around the side of this building here would be the CN Tower and the Rogers Center. So we're downtown Toronto. We rented a condo for a few days. So we're going to be here, then we're going to move and keep going towards Cincinnati, which is going to be our final destination for this trip. But a couple baseball games. Last night was one. Yeah, here's the GO train right here, just coming through. Hopefully it's not too noisy for you guys. But my wife's actually sleeping. The bedroom's right here. It's a really small condo. It's nice, but it's small. So I'm trying to be a little bit quiet. We'll just let the train go past here. Last night was also the return of Bo Bichette to the city here in Toronto. Last time I seen Bo Bichette in the Rogers Center was Game 7 of the World Series, that iconic home run that wound up being in a devastating World Series loss, unfortunately. Sorry to bring up sad memories, but you know, that's the last time I've seen him here, obviously. Yeah, weird to see him in a Mets uniform. The city seemed to really appreciate everything he had done in the past. You know, he basically grew up in front of us in Toronto, so it was fun to see him. I did get out yard sailing Saturday before we took off for vacation here. Did not find much. Actually, it's going to be my find of the week in this video. I found basically two things. One of the things that could be find of the week, it was just not good. Went to Elmer, Ontario, to a townwide, and you know, a combination of things being expensive and just not good. So I didn't pick up a lot. I am being very picky. There were things I could have picked up, but you know, I am being picky because I don't really just want a bunch of junk to sell for the sake of, you know, a YouTube video or this or that. I've done that in the past, not on purpose, but I just found, you know, when you're out there filming videos, sometimes you'll pick up stuff that you maybe wouldn't have picked up otherwise. So I'm being very picky. So that's part of it, why, you know, I'm having a hard time finding stuff. But yeah, I didn't find much. So we're gonna have a find of the week here. At the end of the video, a fail of the week as well. But before we do that, we should get into the what sold portion, so let's jump into that now. First item here, we sold a Dixon flannel. This is another one of my flannel shirts that I had sold. But this one was the orange and black, it's Salem 13, definitely Halloween colorway, $59.80 on that one. Nintendo Wii sold on Poshmark. This was not complete, but with a sensor bar, power cords, AV cables, no remotes, anything like that. $72. Next, the first of many Barbies here, I think. Barbie Gala. This one was from 1995. We wound up getting $29 for this one. Next, a pink Elvis diecast. This obviously came from the NASCAR buy. It's a 1955 pink Cadillac. We got $67.50 on this one. Another Barbie. This is a Fairies in the Forest 1999 Mattel collector's edition Barbie. We're getting $65. This is obviously all from those Barbies we picked up at the garage sale. They've been selling off pretty good. We sold a big lot on Poshmark here, $85 for, I think, a vintage clock, a few small toys. There was an Andy Pettit. I'm just trying to read in the little print, a little die cast. I'll throw everything up here for you. Oh, and one of those like little crystal square things that were etched, 3D etched. I think they're called race bricks or something like that. They're weird. I have a whole bin of them. So the one I had that was still had the new packaging sold in this lot. I have a whole bunch of loose ones. Obviously soccer stuff is hot right now. World Cup. This is like a warm-up jacket. Nike England jacket sold for $40. I believe this would have came from a bulk buy of jerseys and stuff like that I bought from a guy. Another one of my personal items. It's funny, some of the stuff, some of my more expensive stuff that I owned that doesn't fit me anymore, I've been selling off. So this is a sweater I got from a concert, I think maybe a couple of years ago, a year and a half maybe ago. $50 for the sweater. I only wore it a couple of times. It was too big for me when I bought it, and I've lost a little bit of weight, so now it's really too big for me. Anyway, $50 on that. I probably paid $80 for this thing, so I'm losing money, but you know, it's just good to know that if you have stuff like this, you could sell it and get good money for it. This is really good too, from a garage sale this year. Vintage Techniques. The model number is RSB12. Cassette deck. We wound up picking this up at a garage sale for something like $20, and we sold it for $130. on eBay. Another Barbie as well. This one is a 1990 pink blonde Barbie. I think this might be like a birthday one or something. $29 on this Barbie. Find of the weekend opportunity to buy a couple of watches at this one garage sale. Swiss. Oh, it's pretty nice.
I thought you said cards. You said
yeah, cards.
Oh.
Those are cards.
Well, then the watches are in a green box too. That's why I was like, oh, maybe
okay. Fossil. Yeah. They're nice watches. Though you don't know what they want for these either.
Pardon? Probably in the laundry room. I'm sorry if you just wait half a second.
And are the watches yours too?
They are a friend of mine, but he asked me to sell them. So
okay.
I don't honestly even know what these are worth. So what are they? Okay, let's see. What do you want to take for your watches?
You're not sure then about the watches?
Make an offer on them, as we said.
Oh, I don't know. I assume they all need batteries, right? But
likely.
like $20 for all three of them.
Can you do 10 a piece? So no, this is a nice watch.
The Fossil one, yeah. Let me just make sure that I would want this one. Is the only one I'm like not sure about. So it's pretty scuffed on the front part. Unless it's got a like a film protector, but I don't think so. I'll do 10 for just this one. I might leave these two, but so it'd be, you have 15 bucks. Okay. But I want to find this guy right here. I'll throw it up on screen for you guys actually, but it's Fossil Big Tick JR 8600s. Now I have to test it because it's supposed to have a digital front that overlays the analog back. I haven't put a battery in it. It's not currently working. If it's working, it could be like $100 to $140, maybe even more. Parts and repair, it's still $40 or $50, I think. So that's not too bad. I paid $10. It was a good gamble, I think, for the Fossil watch. I don't think the other two watches were that great. The Swiss one, that was so, I don't know if it comes through on video, but it was so scratched up on the front, not good. And then the other watch, it just didn't really have the same appeal, I didn't think. The Fossil one, I was pretty sure was going to be great, so I picked it up. Fail of the week, we'll just jump right into that. Yeah, so the Wii you see me sell in the what sold portion here, I did not ship the sensor bar with the Wii. The person did question me right away about it. I'm like, I don't know. I think I put it in there, but when I looked, I think I only had one sensor bar from the Scott buy, and it's still in the drawer when I look. So Poshmark gave a return label. I got it back actually yesterday morning. So right before we left home to come here, I've already got the Wii back. So yeah, failed. Shipped it without a sensor bar. Person opened return. There's not a really easy way. I could have paid to ship him the sensor bar on Poshmark, but then there would be no updated tracking through Poshmark, whatever. It's just easier to have them return the item to me, and yeah, that's what had happened there. So I'll be able to sell it again, so this fail doesn't result in anything too negative except for a return, but I can resell it, and the return didn't cost me any money. You just don't want to do that thing on Poshmark a ton, because you will eventually get, you know, probably kicked off of the platform or something like that. I don't know. I think it would probably take a lot, but you want to be careful. You don't want to be making constant mistakes, but that was one that I had made recently. We are going to end this one here. It is probably a little bit noisy out here. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. So we do need to thank channel members before we get out of here today. I'll probably do another video like this as well. Maybe in Cincinnati to start next week, something like that. But if you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.